Welcome back. You're watching Commodity Champions, and we are dealing with the lakh rupees of 10 grams when it comes to gold prices. So, Anka, would you say that the exchange market seems to be really picking up? Because we do understand that exchange of old jewelry for new jewelry usually is a 15 to 20% of a market, but that really seems to have gone to almost 40, even 50% in case of some jewelers.
Manisha, what we are seeing is that the exchange percentage is close to 35, between 35 to 40%. And that is the signal that consumers are having limited cash in their pockets and they want to take the best, I would say, opportunity of the higher gold price and exchange their old jewelry, hallmarked or non-hallmarked, and get the new jewelry. So that is something that is helping the industry to continue to have footfalls. And even for those people who have weddings in their family, they need to buy the jewelry that they need to buy, and they are utilizing these old jewelry to exchange them for the new jewelry. So that is something that is really, really supporting the business. And from a retail point of view, as others have said, that the jewelers are coming out with offers and discounts and special offers for the old gold exchanges that consumers are doing, only to ensure that they get the best benefit in this kind of a situation.
So, Suvankar, what is your offer and a special offer during this time?
So there is a lot of offers. One has to, make sure that the gold prices are very competitive. So we are giving certain, discounts on making charges. We have reduced the gold rates to make it affordable for the consumers. If you're coming out with your old jewelry, then there is no deduction on the losses that people do during melting. So if the purity of the jewelry is above 22 carat, there is no deduction. And so therefore, we are trying to ensure that the consumers gets the best benefit. And even for Akshaya Tritiya, consumers give money in advance. So we've tried to kind of come up with an offer for the consumers in which if they have given the money in advance, so whichever will be the better rate, whether it's a time of paying the money in advance or during the time of buying, whichever will be the lower rate, the consumer will get the best benefit. So in this way, consumer also gets the confidence that, yes, it is a good time, auspicious time to buy, and they will get the best possible price to buy their jewelry. So there are such offers to make sure that the consumers keep buying. And finally, for every gold that you consumers are buying, we are giving silver as free, because we also firmly believe that instead of just giving money as discount, if we can give a value in the form of silver in the future, the consumers will also get a very good return from the investments in silver that they will do.
Oh, well, absolutely. Shreyansh, what is your sense with the way Suvankar said that absolutely going out to ensure lure in customers? Is loyalty of customers a bit of a question mark right now? Is it? I mean, do you have to get really competitive right now to lure in those people walking in?
Right. So being a 70-year-old brand and a company, we do have a lot of loyal customers. And like you were rightly saying, nowadays, earlier what we had is like 20-30% customers used to come and pay in old gold. But now with the high gold prices, it's almost 50-60% customers are now paying. Every other customer I see takes out their old gold jewelry, they get it valued and they use it as an adjustment for buying the new jewelry, which is helpful for them because, whatever the old jewelry they were lying idle comes to use, and for us it's a raw material. So this is helping out. As far as offers are concerned, obviously the best offer we need to do is whatever we can help the customer in the high gold rates. So we are planning to come up with multiple offers. One was, we are trying to have a lowest rate possible on that day. Also having a good discount on diamond jewelry. So again, try to push more towards the diamond jewelry. And then more importantly, which I think no one is talking about, that having more and more designs. And we are planning to launch almost 3,000 to 5,000 designs, with lightweight range to show to the customers on Akshaya Tritiya.
Another thing that comes to mind is, Mr. Alukkas, this one is to you. We do understand that people are getting old gold and buying new gold. So they're exchanging gold for gold. Are they selling their old gold as well for money? Have you seen that also happen?
So coming back to us, we feel normal days as it is only 30% of jewelry is being exchanged. But past 2 months, we have been saying it is being climbing to 40%, 50%. 2 days back, we have seen 75% of our purchases have returned into old gold jewelry. So that is in case of exchanging. And coming to cash, there are people selling also. There have been 10 to 15% increase in people selling jewelry for cash, where they require for some medical assistance or some business purpose, who have been holding up gold for 10, 15 years, seeing the prices have come up more than, as you said, 50% every year or 30%, 40%. So people who have got for 2,000, 3,000, the prices have, which has almost reached 9,000, there are people to sell. At the same time, there are people to exchange their jewelry. So we feel both exchange is happening with buying new jewelry who cannot afford to pay this price. They're exchanging their old jewelry to new jewelry. But there are people who also wanted to sell and get money, are also taking this opportunity to sell it and get cash for that. So that is also have increased in 15% from earlier times.
So clearly, a lot of old gold coming into the markets. Avinash, there were reports on how the jewelers are facing some sense of a liquidity crunch as well with the kind of old gold coming into the markets for cash or exchange. Has that situation eased as of now?
See, on 8th April, when the prices went down to 29.82, there were rumors in the market that gold will go down to 55,000. And because of that, there was surge in sales of old gold by the consumer, which has subsided as everyone has told that it has reduced. They are coming for exchange, but they're not coming for sale. So exchanging or making a fusion statement jewelry is a different subject than coming and selling it. So I think it has been subsided, and now when the Akshaya Tritiya is coming forward, I think everyone is moving towards buying new jewelry, and it will go on till Akshaya Tritiya and the wedding season throughout. So definitely it will surge, but there will be an exchange or using the old jewelry, keeping the sentiments intact by making combining it with the new jewelry that they are ordering it.
So, Vankar, the other thing really is that, when we boast about the fact that Indian households have perhaps the maximum gold in the world, that figure is still out as a guesstimate, whether it's 30,000 tons or more than that as well. But this clearly has been, women going out and buying gold, and then you have women saving to buy gold, etc. And suddenly this is shot out of their budget. And that also in a matter of last 12 months itself. Do you see a slight decline coming in there? Would you see a changing pattern when people step out and buy gold? Do you think it's become more of a financialization right now than just pure jewelry for adornment?
So see, the Indian women have always been very wise in saving their money in the form of gold. And yes, today in the short period of say 6 months, because of the increase in gold price, we are looking at giving lighter weight jewelry, which we spoke of. So like we are seeing a volume dip of 20-25%. So that is where we as the jewelers needs to create jewelry where we reduce the weight by 20-30%. So make it affordable for the Indian women. Anyway, the design sense, when it's a wedding jewelry, obviously they will need to have a broad look. So we need to look at whether 18 karat purity will solve that problem. But when it's a day-to-day, everyday wear jewelry, I think, sleek gold jewelry or gold jewelry studded with diamonds and other gemstones will be the solution to continue to, supply jewelry to the Indian women and make them look beautiful. So I guess that's the changing trend. And because of these jumps, whenever such big changes happen overall in the macroeconomic scenario, I think that our transformation from design sense and what we offer to the customer has to change in a very, very fast manner. So I think that's the way to look at it. And yes, we have to deal with lower volumes and lighter weight jewelry.
Oh, well, absolutely. I get your point, gentlemen. The prices are much higher than what anybody thought you could see in such a short span of time. But as you guys said, in sense of value, we might see the sales go higher. There, of course, is a bigger number in sense of exchange, which has gone up by 40, 50, 60, 70%. And the old gold in sense of for cash also seems to be coming into the market. But I absolutely understand, as confused are consumers on when to buy, what to buy, how much to buy, what would give them better return. I do understand that as an industry as well, you will also need to align yourself understanding prices, consumer buying process and changing patterns as well. So clearly uncertain times, but who are holding gold clearly are, laughing to the bank right now with the kind of gains that we've seen. 47% up in last 12 months. But it will be interesting to see on how Akshaya Tritiya goes and how the rest of the season really performs with the gold prices on where they are. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining in and weighing in on, of course, the expectation on the gold prices and your expectation on what kind of season this could really open up to be. Well, with that, that's all the time that we have on Commodity Champions. Thank you for watching.